This video tutorial is going to talk about how to transition your staff from clocking in on a shared device to clocking in on their own personal devices. If this is your first time setting up a time clock device configuration, I would recommend watching this video on the right that's going to go through step by step how to set up a time clock device within SubitUp. In order to get to this page, you'll go over to the left-hand side, click on time clock, then hover over configuration and select device configuration. Now, if this is number one front desk, this is going to be our clock-in computer that we were using. What we're going to do is we're just going to hit the edit button on the right-hand side. And the first thing you'll want to do is just check and make sure all of these settings are how you want them to be set. So you want to make sure that time clock mode, login type, roster punch, all that is configured to how you'd want it to be configured for each person's phone. Again, if you don't know what some of these are, you want to watch this video here on the right-hand side. One thing I would recommend is changing the device name. It's probably named something like Front Desk Shared Computer or something like that. You want to change it now to Mobile Time Clock. Okay. As we go down now, the next one you want to check is the Selected Positions setting. So keep in mind that these are the positions that your staff will be able to clock in on their mobile device. So if you want them to clock in for any position that they are a part of, you can click on here and click Add Positions. But if you only want them to clock in on certain ones, for certain positions on their phones, you want to make sure those are selected here. The next option is Install Configurations. Now, in the past, install configurations were all a single device. So if you wanted to have your staff clock in on their mobile devices, you need to create a new configuration for each one of the devices that they were going to use. That is no longer the case. Now you'll be able to select unlimited devices, and once you select unlimited devices, multiple people, anyone that's an allowed user, will be able to make that connection and use this device configuration as the setting for their either the time clock app or their own personal desktop. Next up, we need to choose who those allowed users are. So if you want to choose just specific people for this device configuration, you can choose that. But for the most part, you're probably going to want to choose either everyone or all employees. So all employees will allow all your employees to have the access to this configuration and have access to create their own time clocks using the SubitUp Time Clock app, which is available for download, whether it's in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, or they're using the desktop version timetrackpay.com. Once you've made these changes, you can go ahead and hit save, and this configuration has been successfully saved. The next step here is for each one of your staff members to connect their device to that configuration. And how they're going to do this is they're either going to go to timetrackpay.com or download the SubitUp Time Clock app, and they'll get this authorization required screen the first time they log in or the first time they open it. So then they're just gonna put in their email, their password, and then that they're an employee. And then from this list here, they're going to be able to choose a device, and they'll see the mobile time clock option here, and they can just select configure device, and that has now been connected, and each one of your staff members are going to be able to do this. It's not something that you'll have to refresh or anything like that. Your staff will be able to use this configuration, all of them, in order to connect their devices to the time clock device configuration, and hopefully that will make it easier on you as a manager to manage their different devices and their time clocks. That is how to transition your staff over to remote time clock punch-ins. And if you have any further questions at all, anything pops up that wasn't covered in this video that you would want answered, you can contact our support center, and that is via email at support@subitup.com, or you can contact us via phone at 617-401-8733. Our office hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks so much.